and there'll be another male worker, and they'll be talking about, my wife, women. Like, you always see that, and it's like, is that all you had to say? And then they don't really even know, like, it's like, so why do you think that? Oh, well, they're fucking crazy. It's all funny and cute, like, oh, women, look at the wall.
You know, it reminds me of what Barbarossa was talking about. You know, when being asked to do something by his friends, he will first try to pride himself by checking with his wife. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
What was it? Men justify their own employment?
Let me go ask the wife before we can hang out. That's how my fucking... Let me think. That's how two of my uncles are. They do that shit. Like, they're not allowed to pursue their own, like, hobbies, and, you know, she's allowed to do hers, and she's, you know, expected to do whatever the fuck she wants to. But she's allowed to pursue her own hobbies, but they have to be like, well, honey, can I play video games? Can I go play golf? It's like, you're like a, I don't know how old they are, but, I don't know, one's in his 40s, and I'm saying the other's probably around there, but it's like, you're a 40-year-old fucking man. You shouldn't have to goddamn ask your wife if you can play golf. I mean, for fuck's sake. It's like, she's allowed to fucking garden and do this and that and all this shit, and you don't interfere. You don't interfere, and you don't try to have control over her. So why the fuck does she? Why do you let her do it to you? It's like I had to come the other day. I had to come out of the house, and like this is like a month ago maybe. I had to come out and go help my uncle carry a shift robe up a flight of stairs because his master demanded it. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing was they didn't fucking measure if it would even fit, so we had to, it fit. We eventually got it up the stairs, but getting it in the way the stairwell is, getting it into the stairwell was almost impossible, and we had to sit there for forever and figure it out. And we did, because we're men, we can figure that stuff out. But see, this shows how much preparation a woman had. Like, well, I want to stay upstairs, so make it happen. It's not like, well, I need to just go upstairs. Let me see if it's even going to fit upstairs first. But anyway, we got all the way up there, and it's just like, god damn. Like, we're expected to help her get up there, but she can't even fucking figure out if it's going to fit up there first. That seems like that'd be a first step.
Yeah, look at this new neon skin for XBMC.
Pretty bigish.
Yep. You praise Beach on?
You should put some backs.
Well, this is weird. It's got all the options in there.
Van Diendoms. Petting on his beak every day of the week. He's a magic monkey man with a super magic soul.
It doesn't, and I don't understand why.
Well, because I think about it, I'm 61, okay. And so if I was with someone 23 years older, she would be 84. She would be 84. How
would you love her?
Not in the way you're...
You chose someone, though. Would you choose to love her?
Well, I think that you would have to define love, and to me, love is a very selfless emotion. And I don't think what you're describing here is a selfless emotion, because I think you are foregoing, on her behalf, life experiences that she will sorely miss.
Oh my god, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, two things. One, what was I going to say? Well, one, the whole, well, she's going to miss out on all kinds of life experiences. Well, what? She's going to miss out fucking other dudes? Like, what? That's the whole cast excuse was pretty much, well, I need to be able to, I might miss out on some stuff, and I don't want to miss out on life. And then the other thing.
So you treated Cassie really good and bought stuff for her and worked a job that you hated so she can have some shit.
Well, no, I didn't work a job for her. I worked a job because I wanted a job.
Well, yeah, but still you spent some of your money on her.
Not much. I mean, I fucking...
Maybe that's why she left you.
Probably, honestly, because I was thinking, like, back when it happened, I was thinking, it was like, one of my first manager, I thought, well, maybe I just didn't do enough of such and such. It was various things, you know, because I'm indoctrinated to think that you know, something's wrong with me. Like, well, what did I do wrong, man? But anyway, that was her whole, I might miss out on things. But the other thing that really bugged me about this was, let me rewind it because he says it a specific way and it pisses me off.
Did you choose to love her?
Well, I think that you would have to define love, and to me, love is a very selfless emotion.
Okay.
If you're a man, yes, but not if you're a woman.
Yeah, exactly. Well, women can't experience love anyway, but the thing that he has the nerve to say that the guy's not selfless, when it's like,
yeah, he is implying that, yeah.
he gave up his wife, his 3 fucking kids, his house, his job, basically his whole entire life to get this bitch's pussy. That's pretty selfless. It's stupid, but it's selfless. And
to give her a place to live.
Yeah,
and to boost her self-esteem.
And to put himself in a situation where he's gonna end up getting fucked. Like not in a physical sense, but he's gonna get fucked by her.
He's gonna be manipulated, screwed over.
He's pretty selfless because he's definitely not thinking about himself. All the shit he's doing.
And he's providing a place for her to live.
Yeah.
And all that, and then risking his reputation. He
literally gave up everything to
benefit this poo mouth.
Yeah, and just to get with her, and then he's gonna end up getting fucked in the end because she's not gonna want him anymore because he is old, and she's gonna want, like you said, she's gonna want some young dicks, and that she's gonna miss some life experiences. No, she'll follow her heart and do whatever the fuck she wants to do. It's just a matter of time, and it's really just ridiculous to say he's not selfless because all the shit he's done for this bitch. Like, what would, okay, I wouldn't call it love. I'd call it stupidity because this guy doesn't know what he was doing in the first place to get with his young poop mouth. Honestly, he didn't know what he was doing when he got with his first poop mouth and popped out 3 kids. But the point is that, you know, it doesn't, I don't even know. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna see if I can find a video later from the show.
Make sure you grab
the opposite scenario. Like, because I know there's gotta be one, at least one, but I want to see how they portray it. It's like, well, did you love the young boy when you met him? The young boy's gonna be like, well, I really love her. She's just so great for me.
She's like a mommy to me.
And it's gonna be the complete fucking opposite. And if it's not, then I'm gonna be shocked. If it's actually like this, I'll be shocked.
And make sure you grab all these videos and save them.
Yeah.
And I don't think what you're describing here is a selfless emotion, because I think you are foregoing on her behalf life experiences that she will sorely miss. I think you are selfish.
This poor girl, oh my. She makes her own fucking decisions. She's an independent...
Yeah, isn't it her mind, her body, her choice?
Yeah, exactly. So,
where's all this feminist empowerment bullshit?
I forgot. Patriarchy. She can't make...
Oh, yes,
She can't even make responsible decisions in life because of the fucking patriarchy.
And this guy's a commissar for the patriarchy to make sure she obeys.
And
why didn't I know that?
He's got such good people skills that he practically can like brainwash her and I mean, not that she would ever be able to make a decision to leave on her own, but it's even harder when you got this guy he's so good at brainwashing her.
Oh, I know. That commissar of the patriarchy to make sure that everything's done just right. I mean, he seems all nice, but he's really mind-controlling and evil, and he just wants to brutally rape her and bite the skin off of her bones and murr.
Yeah, and finally we got this crusader of purity. Dr. Phil's trying to save this girl from the patriarchy. And, I feel like we're gonna have another young woman lost to that horrible thing.
Oh, I feel so bad for this girl. I mean, she's getting a new house to live in.
Yeah.
That's probably nicer than the one she left because this guy had more money.
And she won't have to get a job because, you know, she's living there and she won't be expected to do anything.
And then this guy boosted her self-esteem by proving to her that a guy could be interested in her. And then... And he gave up his house, his family, his kids, his job. He's risking right now his own reputation. He's laying himself out on the line for this bitch's self-esteem and to provide her with a fucking home and all this other shit.
But he's not selfless.
Oh, no, he's not. He's just doing it for the pussy. I mean, really. Yeah, I mean, he can't possibly value her or anything.
He is really probably doing it for the pussy, but, I mean...
I think he's doing it for the...
He's at least dedicated.
Well, I think he's doing it for the validation thing. He'll feel complete as the provider. He feels like he's doing her a service and raising her to be a more better suited adult than some crazy teen guy who might get drunk and party and get her killed in a car wreck and all that.
That does make sense.
I mean, it's like he's offering her guidance and all that, and it's like he's trying to take care of her and all that. Really, in a way, he is respectable and honorable. It's just, it's bad because he's older and she's younger, and then he's a teacher.
It just happens. It's only bad just because of where the vagina and where the dick are in this scenario. If in this circumstances, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
And like, I wonder though, in a situation where the poop mouth like woman teacher and then the male student, is the male expected to work, or is the teacher still gonna like get a job? Like, who's gonna provide for that? That's what I'm curious about.
Well, see, did you hear about those those situations that Girl Writes What and some other people were talking about, where a woman in her 20s or 30s basically statutory rapes a 15-year-old boy. It results in the older woman getting pregnant, and then the courts order the 15-year-old boy that is the statutory rape victim to pay child support money to the woman who statutorily raped him. You hear about that one?
I don't think so.
Yeah, dude, that's our court system, because after all, he has a penis and he fathered a child. He's expected to pay, and this woman, she needs money from her.
Honestly, it's almost like it's.
So statutory rape is nullified in the fact that she gets pregnant, and so the state reverts to its default practice of making the jerk pay.
If they want to be, well, I don't know. There's so many ways you can argue this, but honestly, if there was a male pill, there wouldn't be any. Basically,
would the state lose money if there was a male pill?
Yeah. If you could argue though, we need a male pill, and then about, just use goddamn condom. And you'd be like, well, women don't want to use diaphragms, they'd rather have the pill, because they don't even want to use fucking condoms. And it's like, they get a pill, why shouldn't we both get a pill? Because then, if everybody's on the pill, there's only going to be a child whenever it's planned, But
yeah, if both people are on the pill, then it's less likely that a unwanted pregnancy will occur. And see, the man needs to be on the pill because only he is trustworthy to be on it. And only he can seem to remember, because you know how many times, my former owner couldn't even remember to take her fucking vitamins every day when she was pregnant.
Yeah, I remember you always had to tell that bitch.
I did. I always had to remind her.
They were always sitting on that fucking table over there. Like, man, how could you forget them? They're a fucking big bottle on that table over there. Like, how would you forget they're there?
And I had to remind her every day to take the prenatal vitamins for the development and the well-being of the child that she chose to have without my knowledge and without my consent. I mean, I'm sick of I'm just sick of this shit. I'm sick of the double standard. And people need to understand that if there was no double standard, there would be no problem. And then, therefore, I can rest and shut up. But because that doesn't seem to happen, and people like to be dumb fucks and cause problems that affect and ruin other people's lives, including mine, that's why I'm so fueled and do what I do. I mean, you remember what happened to me during the month of August of 2011 and September 2011, the aftermath of, because they tried to involve you in that, some of the same people, I mean, it didn't really have the effect, but the point is the same people showed a pattern of vindictiveness, and they weren't just satisfied with bringing me down, they tried to get another victim. I mean, you remember that, right, Dylan?
Yeah, I remember the poop mouth incident last year.
Yeah, and how did that affect me?
It affected you pretty bad. You almost lost your job.
Yeah.
And other things.
Yeah. Yeah, and devastated me and put me on the path to becoming what I am now. But would you say it had an effect on you too?
Not really. Well, I mean,
it did kind of help put you on the path, didn't it?
That wasn't what made me feel the way that was just like it didn't affect me in any way compared to how it affected you. I didn't even really care when you told me. I was just like, oh well, because nothing happened to me. Like, they didn't even follow through with what they were planning or whatever.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, with this person, she was just a drag, like, she kind of manipulated you and, like, would lead you on and do this and that.
No, I wasn't, like, that situation, I wasn't really, it didn't put me on the path to whatever, and, like, whenever she kept, like, whenever she was trying to manipulate me, I basically confronted her about it and asked her why she was being a poop-mouthed bitch, and she threw a tantrum, and I was expecting to be, oh, I'm sorry, and then coddle her, and then, like, attempt to apologize later.
And degrade yourself.
And degrade myself to show how important she is, but I just never talked to her again, and it didn't work, and I just stopped, basically she fell off the map to me, like, I didn't speak to her, didn't try to speak to her after that, because, like, basically after I see this childish temper tantrum, like, what the fuck, like, why would I want to, after seeing you act like that.
And she's older than you by a few months, and then you handled it more maturely.
And I'm expected to put up with that, and it's like, after she threw a temper tantrum, I was like, that was, like, I don't remember exactly what I put, I was like, paraphrasing, like, what the fuck was all that about? I was just asking a question, and if you're going to be a fucking bitch, then, like, I didn't say that, but if you're going to be a bitch, then you can be a bitch by yourself, and you have fun with that. And I didn't speak to her, saw her a while back, didn't even look at her. Leslie talked to her, I didn't look at her. I just kind of, like, I was literally as close as I am to you right now, and I was just kind of like, looking at the books on the shelf, and, like, doing, just pretend like I didn't fucking see her.
And didn't validate her ego by acknowledging her existence.
No, it was like, oh, hey, please.
You mean you didn't go up to her and try to rape her to death?
Oh, well, I was going to, but there were too many potential witnesses. I mean, it's a crime opportunity. If I would have had a chance, yeah. Library's perfectly good place to rape someone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a government building.
You just gotta get the opportunity to do it, though. You can't just do it out in front of everyone.
I mean, you just, like, it's just, I mean, and then the shit that they, like, implied that I wanted to do, and then all the rumors that got circulated about me, about all this other shit. And
well, it's like, they circulated about me, well, he wanted to fuck her. It's like, well, yeah, that's why we had a mutual, like, that's why we were making out at one point, me and this chick. Yeah, we were attracted to each other, and it was completely fucking mutual. And then, basically, when her master found out that she was, no, what about me? Threw a fucking temper tantrum. And it suddenly, like, wasn't, like, what's your bad thing? Like, it would have been rape if we would have fucked, I bet. It would have been, well, I didn't want to do it, but he made me. Like, what the fuck?
And then I got in even more trouble and didn't even do what you, I mean, I'm not saying what you did is wrong. I'm just saying that I did less than you did, and yet I got in more trouble for it.
Yeah.
But that's because Master claimed that like, I mean,
Master.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Keeper of the clam.
I mean, it's like, it was implied that, like, I mean, like, here I am, like, this girl was 19 then, and, of course, I was 31, and the only reason I took interest in her is because, basically, she was always nice to me all the time, even when other people did shit to get on my nerves and piss me off and all that. She was, like, the one person who didn't, and she was always nice to me. She seemed like she, you know...
Yeah, from my understanding, the way she acted towards you was like she did have an interest in you. That's what you told me.
Well, that's what other people thought, you know? I mean, damn, I mean... But if, okay.
Well, that's how they all are, though. They all, that's what, basically.
Is it like a safety thing to them? Well, I better lead them on, make them think
Pretty much. I think it probably is, because it seems like that's how it was at Wendy's with the people out there. They all wanted to fucking be all buddy, make conversation and all this shit and be really nice and make those little goddamn, well, that's really sweet. Yeah. And like, fucking, then when you try to talk to one, you know, it's like, oh, hey, maybe this chick likes me, and then you fucking, you know, oh, hey, and then, no, it doesn't work.
You find out that they're not interested in you or whatever.
It's not, I think it's just like, I don't even, I think it's, I guess it's like, if they think that if they make this like little, they build this bridge between you and them, that they know they can use you at some point, and as long as they keep that, like, it's like, I don't know. It's more,
oh, yeah, there is that.
It's like toll booths. As long as they keep, as long as they keep the bridge between you two, and it's always connected, and they keep keeping it there by making more comments,
maintaining it and all that.
Then whenever they need something, they can be, oh, hey, man, can you get me right home tonight? I'd do that once. I had to give everybody a ride home. I was ordered by a manager to give one a ride home.
And how'd that turn out?
I drove her home. But the point is, like, I wonder what would have happened if I would have been like you and been like, sorry, I don't drive women home. Why not? But I did, because they're like, the other reason I did is because they were going to let me leave while I was on the clock without clocking out and basically get a break, a free break. So I drove this poop mouth down to the apartment complex right next to Holiday Liquors. Yeah, and she even tried to, and I didn't want to do it either because I know her boyfriend is like a fucking D-bag, like he looks like a criminal. And I was just, like, when I pulled up there, I was
because
like,
women haven't learned to update their male partner choosing abilities and all that. They still go for the thug, tough type, even though society doesn't require that anymore.
They go for whatever type will put up their shit and pay for them.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to do. It's not like. I mean, that's some early level shit when you figure out that, oh, it's not alpha male D-bags taking all the women. Because that's what people like Devilport and fucking goddamn Andy would think.
Well, that's just because they don't have the knowledge that
they
we
don't,
do.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm not, you know, it has nothing to do with, well, alpha male, he gets all the pussy and I don't get it. No, it has nothing to do with that. It all has to do with what they get from that. Which maybe some of the alphas have something that they do crave and want. Most of the time it's like, is this guy going to pay for my meals? Is he going to let me move in and live scot-free? Is he going to let me do this, this, and this?
Is he going to be my meal ticket?
Pretty much. And it's like, oh, well, he'll be my meal ticket, but how long is he going to be one? They got to keep tabs on that, because once they see signs of, something's changed. Last week he bought me 4 meals, this week he only got me 2. Maybe he can't afford to buy me one. What if I want one?
And, well, what I was going for, what I was talking about is, you know, like, they'll act all nice to you because, like, well, one of the reasons, I mean, I'm sure there's many reasons why they do it, but one of them, if they're not really interested in all that, they're like, well, I don't want him to catch on that I don't like him, or he might get mad and punch my face in, and I won't be marketable anymore.
Yeah, I think the other thing is they know that it's a win-win situation for them because
everything in society is structured to their benefit.
Yeah, but they also, like, in the workplace, it's like, let's say you got some guy that they want his dick, and then they got a guy that she's not attracted to at all. but it's win-win because the guys she wants some dicks from, she can just totally flirt with. But the guys that aren't, she can be like the whole, oh, you're really sweet, and usually that's gonna elicit a reaction from the guy who she's saying that to, because he's gonna, oh, he wants to provide for her, and he may ask her on a date and she'll say no, but if he's enough of a puss, he's just gonna accept it, but still, he's gonna still help her out, you know, because he still thinks that maybe eventually I'll get some pussy if I keep helping.
Maybe I'll get a reward.
So it's like she gets some dicks from this guy, and then for this guy, he's more of a like, oh well, I need you to cover my shift. Can you do it? Oh, I need you to drive me home. I need you to do this, and they do it because they think they're gonna get, you know, a reward for it.
Hey, isn't it like that?
It's pussy beggars and thugs. That's what it is.
Well, isn't it also like that internet meme we saw earlier this
Crossing
year?
your shoulder sucks his dick.
Yeah. Exactly.
Pretty much, because that's what they're doing. It's like for the attractive guys or the guys that have money, whatever they can get something out of, they'll get whatever. They'll just come in, you know, like a grocery store. They'll just come in. Well, I want this today, and then they'll get it. And then for the other guys, they are the same in a sense, but they don't have as much privileges as the others, because they, you know, they're two different things. But that's why I think that's why they have to do it to every guy, because they don't know who they are at first. But after they, you know, try and do it, because if it's in my case, they tried like flirting around with me, and I don't know how to respond to people, so I didn't really like, oh, you know, okay, I didn't say anything. Like when they were, you know, the whole, I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder and, or like, you know what I mean. The stuff that happens, they all do it. They all fucking do it.
Do you think they're testing the waters?
They are. That's what I'm saying. Like, but they see. I think they do something like that. You know, the hand on the shoulder, or they make some comment to you, and they see how you react. And if you don't react a certain way, they know that, you know, they can pull the other card out. And
You know what?
Well, I'm just a victim. Because I told you about how I had to listen during my first fucking week there. I didn't even know these people. I didn't even try to make contact with them. And I had to listen about their fucking man troubles. And I was expected to be like, well, my boyfriend is such a dick, man. And I was expected, even at that point, I didn't even bother. Like, I already knew even then that it's like, I'm not going to play your game. So I didn't say anything. I was just like, that's what most chicks usually say. Like, I didn't fucking disagree, and I didn't goddamn agree with the bitch. I just basically stated what she said back to her because it's more fun to see how she explains it.
But, you know...
Like, literally, I want, my boyfriend's such a dick, I don't know why I stay with him. And I was supposed to be like, oh, hey, can we go on a date sometime, maybe? No, well, we can't because I got a boyfriend. But do you got $20, man?
Oh, man. I'm going to switch this video.